Hi there, this is Kat. I have your astrological forecast starting today, Sunday, July the 25th, and going to the very last day of July, July the 31st, next Saturday. Before we get started with the forecast, we are going to become balanced, aligned, and connected to our higher self by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take them now. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. And one more breath. On this third breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity leaving our bodies. And in its place, we're being filled by this beautiful white light, made up of white light, love, and the will to good. And this white light not only fills our entire bodies, but then it goes out and forms a protective bubble around us. And this bubble deflects all evil, all low vibration, all negativity, right back to its source. While we are in this space of white light connected with our higher self, we are going to say our Leo affirmation. I am part of all I see, and all I see is part of me. We're going to say that together and stay in this space of white light connected with our higher self for 5 seconds. Let's say it together. I am part of all I see, and all I see is part of me. Awesome, awesome. Just a little reminder, the affirmation for Leo, I am part of all I see and all I see is part of me, is a real important focus for us this month to try to understand and consciously get to the understanding that we are part of everything we see in the outer world. Not only that, everything we see in the outer world is part of us. We have to come to that understanding so that we can create consciously and start creating the worlds that we want to see in front of us, around us, instead of defaulting to unresolved emotions, back to skeletons in our closet, just being unconscious. We are learning to be conscious. And so this affirmation is real powerful in helping us realize that. So just a little plug for our Leo affirmation this month. If you want to see the whole month, you can check out my Sun in Leo forecast. It's still out there. It's for the whole month of Leo, so it goes from July the 22nd to August 22nd. I also have a guided meditation out now for the Sun in Leo for those of us who need a little assistance in that area. That guided meditation is supposed to be 15 minutes, but I got it as close to 15 minutes as I could. So please check that out on the channel. Check those 2 videos out if you feel that they'll be useful for you. Well, today, we have to start each of our weekly forecasts with the big picture of Saturn in Aquarius versus the Uranus and Taurus energy of the old versus the new, the changing of the guard as all of this Aquarian energy is coming in and all the Piscean energy is moving out. That's overhanging for the whole year. It's not intense right now, but it colors our whole year. So whatever we're working on within our lives, whatever we're working on inside and outside, it has something to do with we have to reinvent, readjust, we have to review of who we are and how we are going to successfully navigate this Aquarian energy. It's Aquarian energy of inclusiveness. It's Aquarian energy of, oh my gosh, technology is going to just blow through the roof. We're not going to be able to keep up with it. It's going to move so fast. It's about service. It's about expressing who we truly are. Not who everyone out there expects us to be, but who we truly are, because it's in that space that we actually contribute, we can contribute our experience to that of the greater whole, which is kind of our job here on this earth, to continue to help humanity grow and learn and become more conscious, and everything we experience gets applied to that whole experience of the global family evolving. So woo, big stuff, big stuff. I'm getting carried away. To help us with that, to help us move into that Aquarian energy, to help us reinvent, realign, release. We have our 5 retrograde planets now. We have, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Uranus hasn't gone over to the other side yet. We have Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, all retrograde, and their job is to help us look within so that we can discover or recover this unique person that we are with these unique characteristics. We have a unique way of looking at things. So we're trying to get back to that part of us that's true and real. The retrograde planets are helping us with getting back to our true self from now until October. So we have that energy. And then we have our weekly energy coming up. So now we have the big picture. We're working on changing and growing to better navigate this new energy coming in. And so today we start off with, on this Sunday on July the 25th, we are going to, the sun is in Leo. The moon starts off in Aquarius, but she's going to shift over in a little bit, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. We also have a transit which is of concern, Mercury in Cancer opposing Pluto in Capricorn. So for today, I want to talk about those energies for Sunday. So we have, first of all, we have the energy Sun in Leo. We are very much attuned to ourselves, being proud of ourselves, and we want to be acknowledged, appreciated, praised for those parts of ourselves that we have accomplished. We have reached our goals. So we want this recognition. We want acknowledgement. We also want to make sure that we are acknowledging and recognizing others for the work that they're doing. But let's put it this way. We have no problem talking. We can talk a big game. We can talk anyone into giving us anything during this time, because we're just so what's the word, we're like a bee with honey. Our words just go out and attract. So that's that whole sun and the passion and just feeling, we feel life, it's like the sun is in us, and we just want to express this optimism. And okay, so we've got that, and then we have this disturbing connection between Mercury and Pluto today. So I'm here to warn us. There are some of us out there. We want to be ready for those of us who are using manipulation control, and we don't have any problem with not telling the truth to get what we want. And so we are coming after you, and we want your power. So both for us today, this is something I want in the back of our minds to be aware of for Sunday, because Pluto retrograde is all about taking our power back. So somebody's going to be out there testing it today, testing that Pluto retrograde, trying to grab our power from us. So we are going to have to suck it up, be the brave spiritual warrior, and consciously discern, are we going to give up that power or not? As long as we're conscious of it, that is the most important part. So we have the moon starts off with Aquarius. So we're getting like information that is so like this deceit, maybe the information is so far out there and so different. We're like, I don't know, maybe it's okay. Maybe it is a good deal. I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I should. Check with your intuition. Check with your higher self today. Don't do anything without their approval. Now, the moon is in Aquarius, but then she goes void, of course, at 4:15 today on Sunday, where she will kind of hang out and glide until she moves into Pisces at 8:30 this evening. So I like to warn us not to start anything or sign any contracts today between 4:15 and 8:30, because the energy is just not there to propel that forward. So hold off if you want to start anything new. And then at 8:30, the moon moves into Pisces. And now our emotions, well, we are quite emotional, so we are going to pretty much react from our emotions. They're going to be pretty heavy, and not heavy bad, but we're going to be feeling them coming up, right? And we're going to feel our dreams. Pisces, it's that Neptunian energy. It's a great time to keep working on that relationship with our higher self. So it's a great time in these next couple of days to work on our meditation, however that looks to us, because I keep saying that it's going to be really important to have a good, healthy relationship with our higher self to navigate these Aquarian energies, because they're so different. It's good for that. It's also good just to, it's just emotional. Our intuition is at peak level. Pay attention to our dreams. All of this is flowing, emotional, beautiful Piscean energy. Of course, there is always that negative side. Be careful because of our need to just get away from it all and spend some time daydreaming. It is in that space where we find new ideas, where we find our new opportunities. But if we're not handling that right, we may want to escape, and to get to that space, we'll use drugs, alcohol, work, anything that gets us out, separated from reality, because reality is so uncomfortable for us right now. That is not going to help us, because what those things do, when we go into meditation, we actually raise our vibration so that we can access that part of ourselves that's greater than us. When we drink or have any of these other drugs or escape, that lowers our vibration. So there is no chance of accessing that higher self and co-creating consciously. So when we use escapism, we go right back into our unresolved issues and come from that space instead of the space of our higher self. So that's the lecture for Sunday. On Monday, it's going to be kind of the same, although same kind of feeling moving through from Sunday to Monday, except be careful because we may, in our relationships and dealing with our significant others or people who are close to us, friends, family, we may have some expectations, unrealistic expectations of the other. Be careful that we don't become critical or judgmental. Keep that in mind. Keep an open mind and remember to honor where the other person is coming from, even though we may not agree with that perspective. We need to honor that and then include where they're coming in working out any kind of discussion or issue or any kind of snag we're having in our relationship. So watch that for Monday. Then the rest of the week, things are changing and shifting. On Tuesday, Mercury goes into Leo, so now we're all full of ourselves. You think we're full of ourselves with the sun in Leo? Now Mercury's in Leo. Now we're really flamboyant. I was talking about being able to talk anyone into anything. Well, now it really is. So if you want to talk somebody into something, this is the time to do it with Mercury in Leo, because we are just so charismatic, and we are expressing our feelings so well and our passions so well. And then on Wednesday, just to shake it up, our buddy Jupiter retrograde moves out of Pisces, where it's been retrograde. Soft, flowing emotions, right? The moon just went into Pisces. And then, so now we have Jupiter coming out and it goes back into Aquarius. So guys, skeletons in the closet, they're about to get shaken up, because Jupiter in Aquarius comes back on Wednesday and says, okay. So I was here at the beginning of the year, and I want to see what you've accomplished since then as far as these skeletons are going. Have you followed up on that opportunity? Have you taken a chance on yourself? Have you been responsible? Have you been truthful with yourself? Because I'm here to shake it up. So if we have not addressed our skeletons in the closet, those unresolved issues, emotional issues that we keep unconsciously defaulting to, Jupiter's right there to help us out. And later on in the month, Uranus jumps right in that fray. And I'm going to tell you what, our best advice is to take care of whatever we got to take care of in our closet. Because when Uranus kicks in to retrograde, things are going to happen unexpectedly and in our faces to get those skeletons cleared up. So we got Jupiter on Wednesday, stirring it up in our closet of unresolved issues. And then, turned too fast. And then on Thursday, Mars goes into Virgo. And so Mars is like, okay, Jupiter went in that closet yesterday, and now let's see what we got to do. What can we do with this? Okay, new beginning. What are we going to do to improve? What are we going to do to make ourselves more healthy, physically, emotionally, spiritually? That's what Mars wants to know. So we got Jupiter in there stirring it up, and Mars is giving us some help. Okay, you didn't take that opportunity. It went away. You regretted it ever since, and now you're getting a second chance. So Mars in Virgo is going to help you look at all the different aspects and make a good, solid decision on that opportunity. So pay attention to that. New opportunities coming up. Also, with that combination of Mars and Jupiter hanging out together, I kind of said Uranus would be a problem later on. Well, these two guys together, they're stirring it up pretty good. So look for, even this week, look for something unexpected to come into your life to blow out one of those skeletons out of your closet if you haven't been paying attention and doing your work to get it done. And then on Friday, the dust settles when the moon goes into Taurus and things become a little bit more stable. We've had this Aquarian energy running all week. We've had this Leo energy. And now Taurus says, okay, settle down. Let's settle down and see exactly what we have here. Which is good, because we're going to need it, because we're kind of all over the place the whole week with, oh my gosh, what is happening next? Because the energy is jumping. You've got that Aquarian energy, but then you've got that Piscean energy, which is emotional. Aquarian is intellectual, and it's out there thinking and buzzing. And then you got Leo, which is fire and passion. So, woo, woo, all these energies were trying to work together cohesively. So now we have the Earth energy on Friday, which brings everything down to a level that we can actually work with. And we can actually see what we're doing. And the only other thing about Saturday is there is a T-square for the moon. So we're kind of anxious, we're kind of jittery, and because with that T-square, we aren't able to be ourselves for some reason, and it's causing us quite a lot of angst on Saturday. So be aware of that. Wow, it's a big week ahead. I hope I didn't keep you too long. Let us see what the universe would like to add for our week ahead with all this energy changing, with Jupiter going back into Aquarius retrograde, with Mercury going into Leo. Is that what I said? Yeah, I got confused there. Mercury in Leo and Mars in Virgo. So Mars in Virgo is really trying to help us find new ways to heal ourselves physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So, it's a good time really to be looking at our skeletons. And this week I will be on a daily basis. We will be working on the skeletons and getting more familiar with them and what to look for as far as emotionally to know what these skeletons are that we have in our closet, because it's pretty easy to spot. So, parrot spirit, watch your words. Well, wombat spirit, be at home. Snake spirit, time to heal. Okay. Well, we do have Virgo. We do have Mercury going into Leo this week, so there will be a tendency for us to embellish, exaggerate, bend the truth a little bit. Spirit wants to remind us, speak and be the truth at all times. We can talk flowery, but don't stray from the truth. Watch our words this week. And don't forget spirit. Don't forget, we've got some nice Piscean energy, so don't forget to check in with spirit, to do our daily meditations, however they look to us, at least 5 minutes, at least do those deep breaths and stay in that space of white light for 5 minutes, just to start. Do it every day and develop that relationship with our higher self, because that's where we find who we truly are, and we can become comfortable with who we are and at home with who we are. And time to heal, that's what the skeletons are all about. As we work with our skeletons in our closet, those unresolved issues of giving our power away, of missed opportunities due to our fear, of not being responsible, not for, not just for the outer world, but for our own life, our own happiness, and not taking time to develop our relationship with spirit, and instead using that time to escape in other ways. This is all to heal us. So these skeletons come out so we can find out, why do we need to escape? What do we fear? Why aren't we comfortable with ourselves? So that is the whole point to all this energy, is just to get back to our true self, because it's only our true self who's going to survive in this Aquarian energy. All these masks that we put on, being who everyone else wants us to be, that is not going to roll, is not going to. So think about that this week. There's a lot of excellent energy out there to learn and grow. It's not taking us down into the emotional abyss, but it is letting us look in our closets so that we can get back to work and continue to heal. So take care. Come see me at Facebook. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages. Remember the keynote of the station: life is lived from the inside out. Make it a great week and be kind. Namaste.